Hello everyone, before anything else, I would like to introduce myself. So by the way, my name is Marjon Avila and now I am going to discuss the meaning and types of motivation. So what is motivation? Motivation is an inner drive that causes you to do something and persevere at something. It energizes you to do something. It is the strength of the drive toward an action. So the most common example of motivation in daily life are driven by pleasure and pain. Pleasurable goals include survival, accomplishment, fun, taste, and curiosity. Motivation driven by pain may include fear of loss, rejection, fear of the unknown, uncertainty, failure, and changes. For me lang guys ha, if you trying to ask me about what is my motivation in life. So, I'm motivated by opportunity to learn new things and take on new challenges. In my current position, I've been able to take on more responsibility and learn new skills. It's been incredibly fulfilling and I am constantly growing and evolving in my role. There are two types of motivation. So the first one is extrinsic motivation and the second one is intrinsic motivation. So when we say extrinsic motivation, motivation is extrinsic when that which motivate a person is someone or something outside him or her. So like for example, when a student studies because she was told by her or his teacher or because she is afraid to fail and his or her parents will make her or him stop schooling or because it will lead to a good grade. We can say that he is extrinsically motivated. The student studies to please her or his teacher, parents, or to get a good grade. He does not study for the joy of studying. So again, kapag sinasabing extrinsic motivation, ginagawa mo yung isang bagay kasi gusto mong makuha ang reward o kaya naman is ayaw mong makuha yung punishment. So, yung example situation dito sa extrinsic motivation is halimbawa ako, nag-aaral ako ng mabuti kasi sabi ng magulang ko kapag naging top 1 ka or malaki yung marka mo, bibigyan kita ng iPhone 15 Pro Max. O kaya naman kapag hindi ka naging top 1, hindi ka na mag-aaral. So ayun, 'di ba? Ginagawa ko yung isang bagay kasi gusto ko yung reward. O kaya naman ginagawa ko yung isang bagay kasi ayaw ko yung sinabi na punishment. So the second one is intrinsic motivation. So what is intrinsic motivation? Intrinsic motivation is when you engage in a behavior because you find it rewarding. You are performing an activity for its own sake rather than from the desire for some external reward. The behavior itself is its own reward. Kapag namang sinasabi natin na intrinsic motivation, ginagawa mo yung isang bagay na motivate ka na gawin yung isang bagay kasi ayun yung nakapagpasaya sa'yo. Nasasatisfy ka kapag nagawa mo yung bagay na yun. Ang halimbawang sitwasyon naman dito sa intrinsic motivation is halimbawa ako, gusto kong mag-aral kasi gusto kong matuto. Tinatandaan ko yung mga discussion ngayon kasi magagamit ko yun kapag maging teacher na ako. So, ibig sabihin, kapag intrinsic motivation, ginagawa mo yung isang bagay kasi gusto mo. Ibig sabihin, wala kang hinihintay na kapalit. Wala kang iniiwasang punishments. So again, I have another example of extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. So bukod sa dalawang sitwasyon ng binanggit ko nung una at nung ngayon, extrinsic motivation, ito pa yung ibang halimbawa. So, first one is participating in a sport to win awards. So, ayan makikita naman dyan sa sentence na nagpa-participate lang siya sa laro kasi gusto niyang makuha yung awards. The second one is cleaning your room to avoid being reprimanded by your parents. So, dito naman sa sentence number 2, nakalagay naman yung parang hint, which is yung avoid. Ibig sabihin, naglinis lang siya ng kwarto niya kasi Ayaw niyang mapagalitan. The third one, competing in a contest to win a scholarship. So, parang yung first example lang, lumaban siya kasi meron siyang gustong makuha. So, the fourth one, studying because you want to get a good grade. So, ayan, aaral siya kasi gusto niyang magkaroon ng magandang grado. So, dito naman tayo sa intrinsic motivation. So, first one is participating in a sport because you find the activity enjoyable. So, ayan, makikita naman doon sa sentence, kaya siya nagpa-participate kasi ang tingin niya doon sa activity is makaka-enjoy, nakaka-satisfy. Second one is cleaning your room because you like tidying up. And the third one is solving a word puzzle because you find the challenge fun and exciting. So, same lang din sa first example, ginagawa mo yung isang bagay kasi dun ka nasasatisfy at dun ka nag-i-enjoy. So, the fourth one is studying a subject you find fascinating. So, katulad ng tatlong example, ginagawa mo yung isang bagay dahil sa personal reason mo. So, ito yung another example of extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. So, dito sa picture, makikita natin na yung isang bata, naglalaro siya dahil gusto niyang makuha yung reward o award. O sumali siya dahil may reward o may kapalit. So, dito naman sa intrinsic motivation is naglalaro yung bata dahil gusto niya at nag-i-enjoy siya sa ginagawa niya. Okay, next is this picture. So, dito naman sa picture na ito, ano kayang types of motivation ito? Okay, tama. Ito ay intrinsic motivation. Dahil nag-aaral siya dahil gusto niya na mas maging malawak pa ang kanyang kaalaman. Dito makikita natin na hindi siya nag-i-aim na makakuha ng malaking marka para ipupuri siya ng kanyang teacher. So, that is the example of what? Intrinsic motivation. So, next is this picture. So, what types of motivation is this? Yes, correct. This is a extrinsic motivation because dito sa picture makikita natin na ang bata ay naghuhugas ng mga pinggan dahil may reward siya or may matatanggap siyang kapalit tulad ng pera o cellphone. Kaya mas naging porsigido siyang maghugas. Okay, let's proceed to the 6 theories of motivation. So, the first one is attribution theory. So, students and teachers are motivated to understand what causes certain things to happen in the classroom and at school. This idea is known as the attribution process. So, halimbawa dito is attribution theory has been used to explain the differences in motivation between high and low achievers. So, according to attribution theory, high achievers will approach rather than avoid tasks related to succeeding because they believe success is due to high ability and effort, which they are confident of. So next is self-efficacy theory. So self-efficacy theory posits that individuals develop positive performance expectation while working on simple tasks and negative performance expectation while working on complex tasks. And that the presence of others activates corresponding positive or negative expectations regarding performance evaluation. So, for example, one may set a good to run a half marathon one day. Despite their lack of practice in running, they come up with a plan to run a mile a day. Even if they take a multiple breaks along the way, given their high self-efficacy, they believe they can run a half marathon and end up doing so. So that is the example of self-efficacy. So okay, next, self-determination theory. So self-determination theory seeks to explain how being self-determined impacts motivation, that people feel more motivated to take an action when they think that what they do will have an effect on the outcome. Learn more about how this theory works, as well as what you can do to improve your self-determination skills. So an example of self-determination theory is a person who decide to become healthy. So in order to do that, they will need to start eating better and exercising. The motivation to do this is going to need to be intrinsic, meaning they will need to appreciate the inherent value of eating better and exercising. So okay, next, choice theory. So humans are motivated by a never-ending quest to satisfy five basic needs woven into our genes: to love and belong, to be powerful, to be free, to have fun, and to survive. Specifically, survival, belonging, power, freedom, and fun. So people weigh their option and make the choice they think will serve them best. How individuals decide what will serve them best is dependent on personal preferences. For example, one individual may decide that obtaining from smoking is best for them because they want to protect their health. So okay, next is Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. So model for understanding the motivation for human behavior. It maps different motivation into a pyramid, with each level representing a different human need. These include psychological needs, safety, love and belonging, STEM, and self-actualization. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs suggests that if a lower need is not met, then the higher ones will be ignored. For example, if employers lack job of security and are worried that they will be fired, they will be far more concerned about their financial well-being and meeting lower needs such as paying rent, bills, and etc. So, okay, next is goal theory. So, goal setting theory is an organizational psychology theory. It's also sometimes called the goal setting theory of motivation. According to this theory, goals that are clear, specific, and challenging are. So, for example, you might set a goal of finish the project by the end of the month. Then break that down into tasks for each team member and make yourself available to work on the project with them and provide feedback along the way. So that is an example of a goal theory. So okay, that's all for today, and hope all of you are learn a lot of meaning and type of motivations. Thank you.